Good afternoon, everyone. And first of all, I welcome the press, both from the paper media as well as the television. I'm indeed grateful for all of you to be here this afternoon on a very important occasion. And the distinguished CEO, Dhruv, and our coach, Singto, and Saji, the lead player, captain, Mr. Raghu, our director. It's a very important event. The reason being, India as a country has been aspiring to be in the international sports club, whether it is cricket, whether it is badminton, shuttle, whether it is kabaddi, a variety of sports events. And today we are talking about football. We're all familiar with the Western countries where football has been the number one sport. I come from United States of America, living there for 40 years, and all of you are very familiar about the NFL, National Football League, the addiction that American citizens have during a football season, which technically begins from September onwards till February of every year. And the European football, all of us are familiar, the number of football clubs and how they compete. And not only that, the players who have distinguished themselves internationally. So I'm very proud that India as a country has initiated this about a decade ago of having several football clubs, approximately about 13 today, I presume. And today, Hyderabad Football Club, which has been there for a few years. So it is trying to make its way through, like cricket and other sports in this country, how we can prove ourselves to be a great football nation. Yes, we are members of FIFA, but if you look at membership ranking, we are somewhere around 115 or 120th or something like that. And the only game that we won, I presume it's a draw with Vietnam, which is 1-1 so far. So everything has a beginning at the end of the day. So this is a beginning. This is the beginning of a sports and event that we and I am extraordinarily confident that we make it very big before the end of this decade. But what requires is consistency, great coaches, good players, and the health of the players is very important. So the purpose Continental is associated with the Hyderabad Football Club, and the Hyderabad Football Club leadership has a trust in us for the simple reason. If the team and the members of the team is healthy, they can be more productive and they can lead to, many more successes. That's one aspect, which is prevention. On the preventive front, we need to make sure that the players are very healthy. They have a good muscle mass. They are trained well nutritionally. They are given proper guidance, with what food, what diets, and all of those things, what kind of exercises are extremely important, which Continental will be a great partner with regards to that. Second thing, just like any other sports, people suffer from injuries. The estimated injuries, what they say, is that 50% of the players will have at least one injury every season. 50%. About 6 to 8% will have about 3 injuries every season. Now, there's a very nice article published on the football players in India. I'm quoting those statistics. And these statistics are very comparable to the rest of the world, which means to say that the same statistics are prevalent in the European leagues and also in America. So when you are having this high incidence of these injuries, obviously an association with a healthcare facility and a good institution for timely availability of care is extremely important, because we do not want to see for a simple injury, a good player basically retiring and would not like to play. That should not be the goal. Now, what are the common injuries you all suffer from? I'm sure all of you know. These injuries are not that severe, but they can be complicating. Timely availability of whether physiotherapy, proper diagnosis by an orthopedic surgeon, a sports medicine specialist, and having access to physiotherapy in a good rehab place will facilitate faster recovery, and which is extremely important. So the statistics which I mentioned, including one important factor, that for every 1,000 hours of play, and all of you know that in football sports, for every 1,000 hours of play, 6.8% is a frequency of injuries. So if somebody is playing those number of hours, you can anticipate that you're definitely, destined to have those injuries, and a quick access is needed. And wholeheartedly, we will associate with you. We will make sure that your team which is our team, will win, has to win. Whenever Continental associates, they will never take a back seat. So we will do and see that. We'll make them very healthy, competitively healthy, and see whatever that we can do and I can personally do as a physician to that you can take forward, and become one of the legacy clubs in our country sooner than later. Once again, press వాళ్ళకందరికీ ధన్యవాదములు for coming here and taking care of this. Thank you.